If silver had grown at the rate of the Wilshire 500 stock market index, it would be $2,654 an ounce. But even CPI adjusted, which I call the CP lie. I coined that term in my first book, The CP Lie. $213 an ounce silver. I've been saying for a long time that triple-digit silver is in the cards. All it takes is some sort of crisis and for people to be rushing back to it as a safe haven. And we will be seeing triple-digit silver. I believe that this is an absolute.
The silver market has shown remarkable resilience and growth potential, with industry experts expressing increasingly optimistic outlooks for the precious metal's future valuation. Current market dynamics and historical patterns suggest the possibility of substantial price appreciation in the coming years. Silver has demonstrated strong performance, delivering returns exceeding 30% over the past year, and establishing itself as a leading commodity sector performer. The metal's spot price recently reached approximately $30.20 per troy ounce during Asian trading hours, marking a significant milestone from its 2020 breakthrough above $20 per ounce. This upward trajectory has been punctuated by several tests of the $30 level, indicating sustained market interest. Notable industry figures have presented compelling arguments for higher silver valuations. MikeMaloney of the Gold and Silver Show suggests that triple-digit silver prices are within the realm of possibility, particularly in the event of economic uncertainty driving safe haven demand. Neumeyer, CEO of First Majestic Silver, echoes this perspective, projecting potential prices ranging from $100 to $130 per ounce. These projections are supported by a fundamental analysis of silver's historical valuation patterns. Maloney emphasizes that silver's current price levels appear undervalued, suggesting potential for a significant upward correction. Several key factors, including Federal Reserve policy expectations, U.S. dollar strength, and Treasury yield movements, have influenced recent market dynamics. While these factors have contributed to some price retracement from recent decade-high levels, the metal's broader upward trend remains intact, as evidenced by its higher lows formation. Make sure to tune in for our expert analysis. Don't miss out on future content. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay in the loop. Your support is greatly appreciated.
And so you take all of these things, you add them all together, and you've got 8 different items here, divide them by 8, and that's the price you get is 866 if history repeated for the implied price of silver. If silver had kept up with the growth of all these other things, you have to imagine that spike down at the bottom in 1980 as going, if we had a data point for specifically January 20th, I think it was 1980, you would see a much, it would be down there somewhere. And that is silver catching up with gold, by the way. So for anybody looking at this, this is gold's performance measured in silver, not silver's performance measured in gold. So you have to imagine it upside down if you're invested in silver. And you can see that we have a long way to go from where we are today all the way down to that area down there, meaning that's how many times. If you flipped this upside down, you would see. So you take 90 and divide it by 20 or 15 and whatever that number is, how many more ounces of gold an ounce of silver will buy someday in the future. And the supply-demand deficit is something that's helping to guarantee that. If you take the supply-demand deficit and then you multiply that with monetary demand, some sort of crisis causing people to rush to safe haven investments, and what you end up with is fireworks.
Silver markets exhibit mixed signals as technical indicators and market ratios present challenges for bullish momentum. The gold and silver ratio has surpassed 88.50, creating headwinds for silver's performance relative to its precious metal counterpart. This development has raised concerns among market participants about silver's near-term trajectory. Silver faces key technical resistance at the 50-day exponential moving average, with recent rallies encountering pressure at this level. The outlook depends on crucial price levels. A sustained break above $31 could signal a bullish trend, while losing the $30 support may lead to a decline toward the $28.75 to $29 range, with the 200-day exponential moving average as a potential target. However, noted market commentator MikeMaloney presents a broader perspective focused on long-term wealth preservation rather than short-term price movements. MikeMaloney stresses long-term wealth preservation, noting that shifts in ratios like gold to silver, 19-1, or Dow to silver could yield up to 75 times real-term gains, even without perfect timing. Let's get back to the interview.
It isn't the dollar price that means anything. So this gives you nice clickbait. It's very charming and alluring, $3,730 an ounce silver. But the point isn't the price, because we don't know what's going to happen with the dollar. We don't know what's going to happen. He's assuming a 50% fall in the Dow. Years ago, I came up with something called wealth cycles. And basically, this is sort of wealth cycles. If you sell an ounce of silver today, if you sell a share of the Dow today, which you can do with the derivatives basically, and then buy an ounce of silver with that share, you're going to get so many more times purchasing power back, being invested in whatever sector the public is currently ignoring, but is going to rush to in the future. And when they do, there's this enormous wealth transfer. And if they're abandoning ship on stocks, the Dow, the S&P, you sell a share today and then buy silver with the proceeds. And then when silver's nearing its peak, you get rid of your silver, you go back into stocks, and you get many, many more times your investment. And I was at 6-1, I think it's somewhere around that 200 times gain in true wealth. Nobody can catch the exact tops or bottoms, though. So Nobody should expect that. But still, if it just goes to 19-1, which I absolutely think it would, I don't know, what's 1,400 divided by 19? I don't know. But okay, 75 times gains in true wealth. So that is huge. I know some of these peaks by heart, like the 1929 peak is actually at 18, not 15. So annualized data makes it 15. It's the average for the whole year, but it was 18. Then the next one, it's pretty close. It was 28. So this is like 27 or something on there. And then the final one is 45, not 40, or 39 point something. So it's way up at the top there. And then the bottoms, 1932, it was at 2. And in January 1980, it hit 1. There was a day where the price of gold and the points on the Dow were the same. They were both 873 in January of 1980. If the scenario of the 70s played out, basically gold, the stock market went sideways from 1966, where that peak looks like about 1964 or something. Maybe it's 66. But from the Dow bumped its head on 1,000 points in 1966, and it couldn't significantly break through it until 1982. This is all gold moving, not the Dow. And so it's the price of gold soaring. If that same scenario happened, it would require $40,000 gold then, right?
Yeah, if the Dow didn't move, exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Now, take silver at the gold silver ratio of currently right around 90, and then take that to 16. And you would have some explosive percentage gains measured in dollars. Except now, since August 15th, 1971, we no longer have one of these factors fixed. They're both moving. The price of gold and the Dow are both moving targets, which doesn't reduce the volatility, it increases it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we see even greater percentage gains.
Silver's trajectory underscores its dual appeal as an industrial and safe haven asset. With historical valuations suggesting room for significant growth and technical indicators highlighting key levels to watch, the market remains poised for dynamic movements. Silver's potential for long-term gains cannot be overlooked as global economic shifts and monetary policies continue to shape the precious metals landscape. What factors will significantly influence silver's future valuation, and how might they shape its role in a diversified portfolio? Share your perspective in the comment section. If the video resonates with you, join our community by subscribing to our channel and enabling notifications with the bell icon. Thank you for being a part of our community.